And welcome everybody. It's Thursday night. Are we ready for a Thursday night conversation? Uh, I sorry I'm a few seconds late. I got a new backpack, and so I've been playing with it. Um, it'll do some things that it doesn't say it'll do on the website, and so that was kind of cool. Hey Sammy, how you doing, bud? Let me get you up here if I can figure this out. I have my phone over here, and when I said, "Hey Sammy," Siri popped up. Yeah. And there's Scott. How you doing, bud? How's your week been? Hope everything's good. Hope you're thawing out up there just a little bit. We finally have some really nice. This is springtime in Oklahoma, and it is wonderful. It gets a little chilly, not bad. A little cooler at night, but it warms up in the daytime. And this in the fall are my favorite time of years because the weather is so nice. So t-shirts in the daytime and hoodies at night. And my eyes are, for some reason, they just want to water today. So don't have a clue why. And Peter says Sly is live. Yes, we are live from the Coliseum. So I had a good thought. If Michael Jackson is the king of pop, Sly is the queen of bags. Right? Scott says right on time. And Sammy says new backpack. Yes. And Charles is here. Hi, Sly. Hi, Charles. Looks like you have been buying up cameras. They're a little big for me, but congratulations. And I love finding deals. So, I was all about that. Scott says 60s coming Monday. Yes, it's been close to mid 70s during the day, and then it'll drop down like 40s and 50s at night, which is, I'm good with that, right? So yes, I'm super, super excited about this new backpack because you know how I like to buy bags from companies, not just necessarily buy bags. And this one is made from, it's handmade, okay, a one-man shop. His name's Jake. He lives in Florida, and he is a retired firefighter. And about 10 years ago, he started this bag thing, and he makes wallets and stuff out of old fire hoses. And he made his inventory changes based on what he is making at the time. So he made like a little pouch thing out of a fireman's uniform, that big heavy coat they wear. And so it's just really, when you're buying a bag from him, you're supporting him instead of, now don't get me wrong, I like my like Cotopaxi bags and stuff like that, but and they donate money to good causes and stuff, but this is, you're actually supporting a person. He's already emailed me when I placed the order thanking me. I mean, it's just a real personalized service thing. So they have a couple of different sizes. They have a 12, a 12 plus, a 24, and a 24 plus. So I got to show it to you, right? I mean, that's just, I just got it this afternoon, so I really haven't finished playing with it. But I did put my sticker on it already. So I got, obviously, the 12 because I'm a shrimp. So the 12 plus is two of these put together. So it gives you twice as much room, but it sticks out twice as far. And then the 24 is a little bit taller and bigger. And then the 24 plus is literally two 24s put together. So, and he offers whatever color he has in stock at the time. He makes them in all different colors. This week's variety was gray, and I like gray, so obviously I'll have a gray shirt. So it worked out. But I'll be doing a review on that. Now, I did order an alpaca bag that's exactly pretty much same size, same yada yada, right? Just to see, I want to do a comparison video just to see if like the name brand holds up to a handmade, or if the handmade blows the name brand out of the water. So yeah, so we'll see. Sammy says, Queen of Bags. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir, I am. Peter's saying hi to Scott. Cheryl says, are you having a solar eclipse party on Monday? I will probably sleep right through it. And if I remember right, didn't we have another one of these last, like, October, November or something? So, like, they're coming faster? Because I don't remember having this many solar eclipses in my aged years. Peter's saying hey to Charles. Sammy's saying, oh, wow. Yeah, I really like the idea of supporting an individual more so than a company. So, but first thing out of the gate, I already have a suggestion for him. But he is open to suggestions, and he is evolving. I think this is the second version of this bag. The inside pockets, he's made them a little bit different. But so yeah, I like dealing with individuals more so than big companies. Peter's saying, hi, Sammy. Did you get your new channel up and running after you got hacked? So I did hear something about that. I don't know the name of the new channel, so if you would, Sammy, put it in the comments so that I can go back and look, and because I do want to subscribe. I just don't remember what the name of it is. Charles says, I think Oklahoma is going to be in the dark this Monday. Yes, people are gearing up for it. It's actually, from what I understand, now I haven't looked into the eclipse at all, but everybody's talking about it. And apparently, if you go about 2 hours south of me, is supposed to be the prime spot to be. So, but yes, that it will probably happen. I sleep during the day, so it'll probably happen while I'm asleep, and I won't even know it happened. We had a tornado come through the other night, and I lost several shingles. Didn't even know. You know. Sammy says to Peter, yes, I had to start fresh again. Very sad about the hacking, Peter. I got to start from zero. Sammy, it will take you no time. Once people know what the new website is, it won't take you any time at all. Because everybody loves Sammy. And Scott says, hey, Peter. And Sly, I will also sleep through the eclipse, right? It's just something we do. I work Sunday and Monday, so if I try to stay up just to see the eclipse, I will be dead tired Monday night. So Peter says, what's your new channel link so everyone can come back to you again? Yes. Charles says, they say it's a sign of end times. Well, it is possible. You just never know. And Carlos is here. Hey, Sly. Hey, everyone. Carlos, I must just catch you just at the right, like in between patients. Sammy says it's Cinematic Sammy. Okay, that's cool. I like that name. So yeah, that's like, and I love your avatar, Sammy. That's awesome. Yeah. So I will definitely. Let me just write that down right now. Somewhere. I have a bazillion pins up here and I can't find one when I need one. Okay. Cinematic Sammy. I will subscribe as soon as I'm done here. Awesome. All right. So how has everyone's week been? One of our family has had some health issues, I guess last week, and I'm not seeing him in here tonight, so I'm hoping some of you Australia people come in, and look who's there. Hey Shane, how you doing, bud? Late as always. Not really, we're just getting fired up. But Roy has had some issues, and so if anybody in Australia knows how to contact him, I did find him on Facebook, but obviously he's probably not on Facebook right now. So I would like to get a message to his family and let them know that we're all thinking about him. Roy is pretty, he's a pretty steady figure in our family. So, for all you guys that pray out there, just, say a prayer for Roy, because if he's not on a live stream, he's going through some stuff. So, Carlos says, exactly, just caught me, missed you last Friday. So, Carlos, I'm not doing Fridays anymore, I'm doing Thursdays. Because my grandson's schedule has changed, and so now I have him on Fridays and all day Saturday. So, yeah, so I moved it back to Thursday night, and it seems to be doing all right. I don't really do anything on Thursdays but sleep a little bit, and then today I couldn't sleep because I knew my bag was coming, and I was terribly excited. For some reason, I'm not usually terribly excited about bags, but for some reason I was about this one. And Peter has put Sammy's link up there for everybody. Be sure and subscribe, because it's really hard to get to 1,000 subscribers, and Sammy had way over that, and to lose everything and have to start from ground zero, that's pretty heartbreaking. Peter says, I think that should be the right one. Cool. And Shane says, Peter Gregg is in the house. It wouldn't be a live stream without Peter. And he's saying, yes, let's pray for Roy. Please do, guys. Prayers go a long way. Peter says, we love you, Roy, if you're watching this. So he may not be watching right now, Peter, but I promise you, if he's convalescing, he'll play catch up. So he'll see it. And Peter's saying hi to Shane. Carlos says, does that mean Peter's going to go back to his 4-hour streams again? It's very likely. Because now it's Katie bar the door. Now he has all the time. He can run over as much as he wants. Unfortunately, and I was very excited to go on Thursday so that I could actually watch Peter's live stream on Friday. It's very hard to do that with a 4-year-old that wants to watch cartoons or play dinosaurs. Peter's saying, hey, Carlos. So, speaking of which, Haas, if you're watching, I'll be picking you up tomorrow, buddy. And Shane says, hey, Peter, how are you, mate? Shane, you're in Australia. So, do you know where, I don't remember, I know one of them lives in Melbourne, but I don't remember if it's Roy or Jeff, because I don't know anything about Australia. I thought it was this little bitty country, and apparently it's huge. So, like, just because you live in Australia, it's like asking me to check on somebody that lives in the States. I mean, I get that. But if you do, let us know. Peter says, I'm in great shape. Thank you. He's still maintaining his weight loss. And Carlos is saying hey to Peter. Peter says, I'm with Haas. Cartoons are great. Yes, they are. Some of them even hold my attention. Now I can't get him to watch Scooby-Doo, and I love Scooby-Doo. All right. So I'm still working on that. I'm thinking I was maybe 4 or 5, 6 maybe when I started watching Scooby-Doo. So we're still working on that one, because that's one of my favorites. But he loves Sonic the Hedgehog. So Carlos is saying, love you, Peter. Hope all is well. Shane says, I think Roy was in Queensland. Australia's as big as the US, right? Yeah. So I was lucky to find him on Facebook because his picture is a dog. So, but he had a lot of YouTube friends that I recognized. So that's how I knew it was him. If not, I have sent a friend request to someone that I totally don't know, and that's fine. Friends are good. Peter says, my second toe is longer than my big toe, Carlos. I think I may be upset about that. I need a phone call. Yes, Scott. Ruh-roh, right? We used to have a guy at work that walked exactly like Shaggy. You know, that thump, thump, thump. It was hilarious. Every time I saw him, I just, Scooby-Doo! It was funny. But, so I've got an alpaca bag coming. You know, I understand that some of these warehouses are in across the ocean. I get that. But good lordy lordy, it is taking some of these companies forever to send me stuff. I ordered some accessories for my boundary bag to make it a camera bag, kind of. We'll see if that works. And I know that's been 2 weeks ago, and I still got nothing, right? Alpaca is really slow to ship, so that may take a week or two to get here. So so I know from sending stuff back and forth to Peter, it takes 4 days to get to Florida or to get to me, and that's what it took for this bag. It took 4 days. Ordered it Monday, got it Thursday. So, yeah, he ships out really fast too. So, if you guys want to support a retired firefighter, his business name is Recycled Firefighter because he recycles fire stuff, right? So, I'm sorry, I'm leaking like a sieve tonight, and I don't have any idea why. I'm not sick, so it's just one of those nights where the eyes are gonna water, and it's all good. But so I did a comparison for Danny on the. I'll get it right here in a minute. I know one was the K&F bag. The other was the Ulanzi. And yeah, I gotta say, Ulanzi stole the show on that one. And Sammy's saying hi to Shane. Sorry. Apparently, I have a froggy in my throat too. And I'm really not sick. So we're gonna chalk it up to allergies. And I'm guessing Randy has fallen asleep again. 9 o'clock must be his nap time. Because excuse me, I have seen him up really late sometimes. So, but I'm going to get back into making the videos again. I have reached YouTube's guideline thing, but there is a 4-day delay. So it won't actually drop until tomorrow. But so yeah, I'm thank you guys so much. I'm super stoked about finally reaching the 3,000 watch time hours that YouTube wants you to have. So that's so cool. And so I'm thinking by the time I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll be at 4,000 watch hours. It kind of goes together. Shane says, hey Sammy, how are you? Great work at B&H. That live stream was cool. Am I the only one that didn't get to see that? Because I did try, but there was no volume. There was no sound. So, Sammy, email me a copy of that, right? Because I would love to watch that. Carlos is saying hey to Peter. Or, he's laughing at Peter's big toe thing. Yeah. I don't honestly know if my my second toe is longer than my big toe. I've never really paid attention. I haven't really looked at my feet that much. I know I have 5 toes on each foot. So I'm good. And they work. I can actually walk on them. So yeah, they work well. So I have been revisiting all of the pouches. Now this bag, I'll give you guys a little preview. This bag, it comes just the bag, or you can order with it an insert that has the Velcro stuff, and bags that what am I trying to say? Uh, stick on it, right? The reason I ordered the insert, I'm hit or miss about using it, kind of, because I have tons of tech pouches, right? And so I really didn't need it for that, but I have another bag that is a conceal carry bag that has that Velcro stuff on one of the openings. It's all Velcro, and so you're supposed to put, like, I guess your holster or something in there. Well, since I don't carry anything, I was going to use these bags to put in there. So he runs sales all the time, and so I got this bag quite a bit cheaper than what it lists for. And if you threw in the pouches, he pays the shipping. So that was a no-brainer. Scott says, all I know for sure is the little piggy went wee 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 all the way home. Right? I think one had roast beef. One stayed home. Yeah. Not sure what order they go in. It's been a long time. Sammy's saying to Shane, yes, my channel was hacked the other day, so that live stream will be only on Peter's channel since he streamed it too. Oh. Okay, is that where did I see it on Peter's Patreon or on Facebook? Because I get so many notifications that I can't keep up. So I have subscribed to way too many people, and so I get notifications all the time, which I don't want to turn them off, because it's like, oh, okay, well, he's doing a video. I don't have time right now, but it's in my memory bank, and I don't get to watch all of them, obviously, or that's all I would be doing is watching YouTube all day. Some of these guys put out 2-hour videos, so yeah, I don't really get to watch all of everything, but I did try to watch, and like I got just a blip of sound, and then it was no sound. So I will go back to Peter. Let me know if that's on your Patreon or if it's on one of your channels, and I'll go back and try to find it, because I would like to watch it. But I will subscribe to your new channel, Sammy. So did you have to like close down the other channel, or is the hacker still in control of it? Because I did go and look. I think I heard Peter saying something about going and checking to make sure you're the owner of the channel or something, and I did go and look, and mine is already set up that way. So I think I just lucked out. I don't know how that, because normally I don't. Yeah, normally I wouldn't think to look at that. Shane says, I think I may have watched it on Peter's channel, actually. I can't remember which one. Yeah, see, that's me, Shane. I tried to watch it, and it starts off on the sidewalk, and there was just like not even a full second of sound, and that's all I got, and then nothing. So I tried to scrub through thinking maybe you just had some audio issues, but like the whole thing was no sound. So I don't know what you were doing, but Carlos says, gotta go, but I'm glad to know you're streaming on Thursdays now. We'll be praying for Roy. Thank you very much, because I want to see Roy back. All right, so I hope everything turns out well. Oh, that's cute, Scott. Little pig. I just now saw the little pig. So yeah, I mean, I don't want any of our, because we are kind of a family. Everybody kind of knows everybody. I'm surprised Mookie's not in here tonight. And Subcultured Outcast, you know, he's part of the family too. So I know some of my people are supposed to be coming in to say hi, but they can't figure out how to work the chat. So I'll just wave at them. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna have to school some of the older people on how to get in and say hey, you know, they can't find the chat thing. Go figure. But anyway, so so I have been kind of looking at my all the different tech bags that I have to find out which one fits in this new bag. So my Osprey is a 13 liter. Okay, this is a little bit deceiving because this little bag right here is a 13 liter, and this is supposed to be a 12. So to me, the firefighter one will hold more stuff better than the Osprey, and it's you can open it all the way, where the Osprey only opens, I think they call it a horseshoe, where you can only open it halfway. And so you have to kind of rummage around through there to get your stuff, unless you have it in a case. So yeah, there's that. Peter says there were tech issues, so I simulcasted it on Friday night's chant. It's okay, so it's at Peter Gregg Live. Which Friday? Go do a little bit of research. Isn't that what you put? Did you misspell something? Well, it looks the same to me, Peter. Okay. So was it at the beginning? Because I miss a lot of your Friday night shows because I have Little Man. And before I was getting ready for this, so I was setting up and I was trying to listen, but yeah. So I was really hoping that I would get to watch them now. And I do. I can set him up on this computer and have him on this computer. And I've bought all this stuff so that he could play games, and it doesn't work. Yeah. So there again, that's, you know, I'm just not techie. I try to be. Did you get your heating all squared away? So as long as it's 40s, 50s, these heaters keep up absolutely fine, right? It's when it was dipping down below 20 and in the single digits, they just can't keep up. So yes, now that spring is here, right now it is 73 degrees in here. So yeah, it's totally fine. One of the good things, if there is a good thing that came out of all this, my gas bill went way down. It's like a fourth of what it was when I was using the big heater. So that tells me that obviously I need to fix or replace the big heater, which I will before next winter if I'm still here. I really want to get moved to Tulsa. So that's kind of on the, I don't want to say the back burner because I'm actively looking, but housing is just so high right now, and I know it's going to come back down. So I'm kind of hedging my bets and kind of waiting for the market to stabilize a little bit. I don't know about the rest of the country, but in Oklahoma, housing, I've never seen it go up this high before, but it always crashes. It may take 5 or 6 years, but it'll come back down, and you can buy a house that's selling right now for $300,000. You can pick it up for $100,000. So I'd kind of like to wait until it starts coming back down on the downside. Now's a fantastic time to sell your house, but you got to live somewhere, right? So somebody was telling me that if you sell high and buy high, you haven't really lost anything. But I prefer to sell high and buy low. That's just how I try to do it. So, yeah, hopefully within the next year, I would really like to get, way before the next year, I would like to get up there by the summer. So we'll see. I kind of go where God leads me to go, and I try to. Sometimes I'm a little scared to take that leap of faith, but yeah, he usually will present a house to me like he did this one. I bought this one for next to nothing. Now, it needs a little bit of work, granted, but I've been here 11 years. So, it was definitely a good deal for me at the time. So now that I have a little bit more in savings, but I don't want to just give it away because housing is up and it's an inflated up. It'll come back down. So, and it'll come back down in my lifetime. Yes, yes. So, but yes, my heating is squared away. And as for air conditioning, I already have 2 window units in the 2 rooms that I live in. So, and the air conditioner worked fine. You just had to plug it in every time. So I would like plug it in, cool the house down, and then unplug it. And it was fine. I mean, it's a matter of plugging a cord into an outlet. How hard is that? So that didn't bother me at all. And then like I said, I've got the 2 window units, so my bedroom's nice and cool. The office is nice and cool. And so I'm not really worried about summer. But before next winter, if I'm still here, that heater will have to be replaced. So part of the joys of home ownership. I think Tom Hanks did a movie called The Money Pit. Yes, that's pretty much what I live in, is a money pit. So we had a tornado come through Sunday night, Monday night, Monday night. And I came home and I think half my roof was in my yard. Tons and tons of shingles in my yard. So I'll have to get that addressed. But that's one of the things my son wants to completely... So the back of the house's foundation, because I'm up on a crawl space, has sunk or failed. So the house has shifted, the back of the house has shifted. Now from the center, there's a fireplace in the center, and from the center to the front, it's perfectly level. Everything is absolutely fine. But from the center to the back, the whole house has dropped, which is causing the roof problems. So we're going to get some guys out that somehow they jack the house up like they do a mobile home. And they put concrete blocks every, I want to say 2 feet, and level the house up that way. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. I've been living with this for years, so it'll probably, walking to the kitchen will probably be, I'll probably trip now that it's level. Sammy says Money Pit is a great film, right? Yes, and it's a true film. It's I know it's like over exaggerated, but when you buy an older house, or if you live in a house for 60 years, things start to break. And that's kind of where I'm at. It's when I moved in 11 years ago, there were so many gas leaks, the gas company would not set a meter. So all the gas pipes have been replaced. All the water pipes have been replaced, except from the meter to the house. And that's going to have to be done this summer too, because my water pressure is almost down to nothing. The house was built in 55, which is galvanized pipes. And even though water constantly runs through them, they corrode from the inside. And you'll get this red, irony looking buildup to where very little water passes through. And so when it gets cold, they freeze. And I'm left without water. So that's going to have to be replaced. So it's becoming a money pit. This summer it's probably going to cost quite a bit to stay here, which is another reason I'd like to move. Where were you before this house? I was in, so Tulsa is kind of like the major city, and there used to be all these little towns around it. Well, Tulsa's gotten so big that now they're like suburbs. They're not separate towns anymore. And so I grew up in Tulsa, but most of my adult life I've lived in Broken Arrow, which is where my daughter lives now. So it's just like 10 minutes from Tulsa. So Um, but I would like to be closer to my grandson. And right now I'm like 45 minutes away. So, which is good. 45 minutes is a really good distance when you have grown children, because you have to let them know you're coming, which I think is just a polite thing to do. You wouldn't drop in on anybody else, so why do people think it's okay to drop in on your children? So it's far enough away that I can say, hey, I'm coming to your house, I'm bringing you XYZ, and they have enough time to hide everything. Okay, that's yeah. Charles says, I love watching Tulsa King. I still haven't been able to, well, so I don't have any like pay services. I have Amazon Prime, and there's something else with that. And then I have like Tubi, which shows really old shows. But apparently it's not on any of my free stuff. So I may have to see if I can rent that from Amazon. So Sammy says, very cool. Maybe find a place near your grandson. Yes. So that is the, my daughter lives in a little duplex, little 2-bedroom, 2-bath duplex. But there's no garage. And I kind of have a lifetime's worth of stuff in my garage. So I'm trying to talk my son into having a big garage sale and really streamlining down, you accumulate stuff as you get older. So Sammy, even though you're very young, think about how much stuff you have now that you didn't have 5 years ago, and then multiply that by a lot. Yeah. Tulsa King is only on Paramount. Okay, that's why I haven't been able to find it. I did look for it one night when I was couldn't sleep or had so tonight I will try to sleep because I go into granny duty tomorrow. So I will try to sleep some tonight, but some nights I can't really sleep very good because I'm used to staying up. And it was one of those nights, and I was trying to find it and I couldn't find it. So, but that's why I don't have Paramount. So, we are planning our little trips that we like to take. We're going to go back to Dinosaur World with the action camera this time, and no microphone on the 4-year-old. Okay, I have learned my lesson. And we are going to we went to Great Wolf Lodge in Kansas City, and this time we're going to go to the one in Dallas. And I don't think we're going to do it before his birthday because he starts school in the fall. So, which my schedule may change in the fall again too. But anyway, she has a 2-bedroom duplex, and she wants to get a bigger place, and I would like to take her place when she does. So we'll see if that all works out. But her place would be perfect for me. I could use the 2nd bedroom for a little office, and that's what I do here. And then her bedroom is big enough. It's got a really big master, and then a living room and a very tiny kitchen, which is great because I can't cook, right? So I was telling Peter the other day, I bought 2 Instant Pots 2 or 3 years ago, and I sent him one. And so as long as he was walking me through what to do, I didn't mind using it. But if he's not available for a phone call, I will not use it. So it has sat for quite a while. But I'm not a good cook, and I can make really good macaroni and cheese out of the little plastic container thing where you just add water. I can do that great. I make pretty good toaster scrambles that you can put in the toaster. I have burned those, by the way. But yeah, cooking is not my forte, and never has been. Charles says, buy Peter Gregg's cookbook. So, like I think it was the first time I tried to make chicken in the Instant Pot, and I I literally had Peter on the phone, and I literally followed his instructions, and it came out rubbery. And we figured out it was because I think he does them with the bone in, and mine were boneless and skinless. And so they cooked too long, I guess, and they came out like a rubber chicken. So yeah, it's just my daughter is a fantastic cook, and she's got like rows of spices, right? You've seen these women that have these and men that have these rows of spices, and she'll just be stirring some ground beef or something, pick up something and just and pick up something else. Oh yeah, and she knows exactly what to put in it to make it taste good, and everything comes out fantastic. She makes the best guacamole I have ever had, and I'm kind of a guacamole snob, so I'm always trying to get her to. I don't care what it's for dinner. Can you make some guacamole with that? Because she really outdoes herself. But I just don't have that knack. My son is working on it. He's becoming a really good cook. He makes some of the best steaks. I don't know what he marinates them in, but yeah, he's coming along quite nicely. So as I get older and they have to feed me, I will be well fed. Charles says, I love cooking, especially barbecue. I can do okay. I'm okay on a grill, right? When I first moved into this house, I didn't have an oven, and I really, really, really wanted a cake, right? Well, so I got to thinking, my grill is kind of like an oven, right? You close it, the temperature gets up to where you want it to be, it's kind of like an oven. And so I was baking cakes on my grill, and it worked. It worked absolutely fine. The cakes were delicious. So barbecue and Budweiser go well together. So in Oklahoma, and I haven't seen this really, I guess I've seen it a little bit in Arkansas, a little bit in Missouri, but in Oklahoma, if there's a barbecue restaurant, there is a used tire shop right next door. I do not know. I have never been able to figure out what puts the two together. But you'll see Bubba's Barbecue and Bubba's Used Tires. So it cracks me up. Now the chains that have come in are not like that. But the mom and pop barbecue places, and we have a lot that are like in the middle of nowhere. You have to drive 20 miles through the woods to get to this barbecue place. And there's always a used tire place next to it. Charles says, after you drink your Budweiser, you can't taste your burnt chicken. Well, there you go. That's true. So I don't really drink hardly at all. But years ago, they had a beer called Icy Light. And it stood for Iron City, was the IC Light. And that was the best tasting beer I've ever had. And they don't sell it down here anymore. So I don't even know if they make it. It was from somewhere up north, wherever Iron City is. Scott, is that a Michigan thing? Maybe? I'm not sure. Seems like it was somewhere up north. Maybe closer to, I don't know, Pennsylvania, I want to say. Possibly. I'm not sure. But, yeah, I don't really care for the taste of beer. Which is, that's the only reason I don't drink. I have nothing against it. I just don't like the taste of it. And if they, heaven forbid, if they ever make an alcohol that I like, Katie bar the door, because I don't have anything against alcohol. I just don't like the taste of it. So there's some rum that I picked up in Jamaica that goes really, really well with cherry vanilla Pepsi, which they don't make anymore. But there for a while I would, and apparently, both my kids have either been bartenders or still are. And so they're telling me how much you're supposed to put in. And apparently I was not putting in enough, because I went to a restaurant and ordered a rum and coke. And whoa! It had way too much alcohol for me. And restaurants kind of skimp on the alcohol. So apparently I'm not putting in hardly any. Peter says, Bud is out, it seems. Stock is down a lot. We watched a big company crumble. Really? I had not heard anything about that. So, Sammy says, I hear Friday night streams. You hear Friday night streams. Am I echoing again? Because I thought I fixed that. I thought it was fixed last week, but maybe not. But I don't know how you would be hearing Friday night streams. So you need to clarify, Sammy. You're going to have to type a little bit more information. And thank you guys for hitting the thumbs up button. Occasionally I'll see one go up, and I meant to say thank you. Because I think it helps with YouTube's, whatever YouTube wants to do. I'm a little put out with them that that there's a 4-day delay, because once you've achieved your watch time hours, that it should be reasonably instant. There should not be a 4-day delay, but it's just 4 days, whatever. Sammy says, I hear Friday nights will be Peter's cooking streams. Okay. Phone was acting up before. Oh, okay. So I was trying to tell somebody today, actually, that you can comment on your phone, and that was above their ability. So apparently she has not got her computer fired up, because she was supposed to turn her computer on and try to chat from the computer. So Pat, Paula, if you're out there, hey. Paula doesn't seem to have the problem, but Pat seems to have a little bit of a problem there. So, yeah, it's all right. It is what it is. But, so, yes, I will be comparing the Alpaca Metro backpack to the firefighter one. And I hope the firefighter one comes out on top. I haven't gotten the Metro yet, so I can't really say, but the Ulanzi came out on top of the K&F, and K&F was a really nice bag, but the Ulanzi was nicer. So it just had more utility to it, I guess, and a little bit better materials as far as build quality. So that was kind of, I like K&F, but I like Ulanzi too, so I was totally unbiased. I might be a little bit biased with this firefighter thing, because I like the idea of a guy personally making each thing he sells. I mean, that's just kind of, a friend of mine makes wreaths and sells them at craft shows, and she's really busy at Christmas time and what have you. And so this is kind of like, I don't know, in my mind it's kind of like the same thing, but he's been doing it for 10 years, so, or more. I should invite him to our live stream. That's what I should do, yes. Yep, you sure can. I'm watching and commenting on my iPhone. Yes. So that's, I tried, she doesn't have an iPhone, but she has one of those, the flip, where it's like that and it flips open, and it's it's bigger than an iPhone when you flip it open, but when you close it, it's like this big. So I know she can do it from an iPhone or an Android, but she doesn't know how to do that. So I'm loving my Toomey backpack. So yeah, I looked up Toomey, Charles. That's a really expensive bag. Yeah. So I probably won't be reviewing one of those anytime soon, unless they want to send me one. So I don't know exactly which model you have, but they all are very pricey. So you're head and shoulders above someone carrying it in a brown paper bag, Scott. Scott got a new bag. Yeah, he got a Adorama Alpine. I think it's an Alpine. Or Slinger or something. It's Adorama's brand, and they make really nice bags. They make them for Adorama, so nice bag. But yeah, Toomey was just, that's way out of my price range. And I had a company reach out to me, and they're like, thank you for making your video, but you made it on a discontinued color. Yes, I did, because I'm self-funded. So if you want to send me a current color, be my guest. And guess what? I haven't seen anything. So, yeah, there's that. But, I don't know. I just, most of the time when I get a bag in, I look forward to it a little bit, but not like I did about this one. I don't know why. So, there's Jeff. Good day, Sly. How is everyone? Sorry for the late arrival. What have I missed? So, Jeff, I don't know if you have heard, but apparently Roy is having some health issues. And so we were trying to find somebody that knows how to get hold of his family, and just to let them know that we are thinking about him and praying for him. But so far, it's really hard because, like most of you guys, I wouldn't have a clue if something happened to you, how to get hold of you. You guys have my email, but I don't have many of yours. So we kind of at least let somebody in the group know if something happens, just so we can start saying prayers for you. Are you getting any new action cameras soon? Charles, I'm not, because I've got the two original Osmos for the kayak. One for the front, one for the back. And lately I have been carrying exclusively the 4 because of the size. I can just throw it in most of these backpacks that I have a sunglass compartment, and I just throw them in there. I usually have like a lens protector on them, but as far as the screens on the front and back, the sunglass thing protects them, as well as I have a cage on them. So that thing is amazing. Now I've gotten used to it. When I first got it, the buttons and everything are they're completely different than the original. So to go back and forth, it messes with my brain sometimes. So I've just started carrying the 4 exclusively, and man, now I just turn it on and just run with it, and it keeps up with my 4-year-old, and who loves to run. So no, I'm not looking at any new cameras right now. I am looking at a lens. So I may be getting a 32 lens for the M6, but I'm not really, if I take the M6 somewhere, it's because I know I'm going to use it. So, but as far as just out running errands, and I just take my little action camera, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Jeff says, wow, I hope he's doing okay. That's why I've not seen him on. Yeah. So he was on the last Friday night one I did, which would have been 2 weeks ago, but he was not on last Thursday. So it happened sometime in between the Friday and the Thursday. So, yeah, if anybody, as much, Roy was in on everybody's live stream, but I haven't found anybody that knows how to get a hold of him. So, I care about all you guys, and so it makes me sad that I can't at least tell his family, that we are praying for him. What do you think of the latest news? Ukraine joining NATO. So, Charles, I work like 12, 13-hour days. And so the beginning of my downtime starts when I wake up on Thursday afternoon. And then I'll try to get some caught up on stuff. But then Sunday I go right back to work and it starts all over again. So I don't really have a lot of time to watch. Like, I don't ever watch the news. So I didn't even know Ukraine was joining NATO. So, and honestly, I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion one way or the other about it. I wish I was more involved in current events and stuff. I never have been. It's just, I've got so much going on that I just don't have time to watch the news. So on the days I work, I literally come home, clean up, go to bed, get up, repeat, rinse, repeat, you know. And then now Thursdays are, I get to sleep and get caught back up. But then tomorrow I'll pick up little man and I'll be running with him all weekend. So, what is his channel? I might do some research, see if I can get hold of him. So he has, it's just Roy Bixby, but he doesn't have, like, you know, how you have to make a YouTube account to be able to chat. He doesn't have any videos, or there's no email associated with it or anything. So I did find him on Facebook. It's a picture of a dog. But if you go down his friends list, you'll start recognizing some YouTube personalities on his friends list. That's how I knew it was him. But I don't think he's on Facebook right now. So yeah, trying to get a message to his family is, and I don't think, I did a friend request, but I don't think it showed, like, I wouldn't know who his family is to send him a message. So, but yes, if you can do some magic on that, please let his family know that we are praying for him and he is missed. So, and he may watch these, you know, when he's convalescing, and get a chuckle out of the fact we're talking about him, right? But do keep him in your prayers, because he's a pretty special guy. So, but I am going to wrap this up. I'm itching to find out what that new bag is all about, and like I said, I just got it this afternoon and haven't really had a chance to go through it yet. So I want to see what all it can do. It does say it's not supposed to hold a laptop, but it holds mine in the padded case just fine. So there's plenty of room in there. And so yeah, I just kind of want to play with it a little bit and see what it's like. And you know, if you post a general message on his Facebook page, he will get it. I did try. I didn't see a place to do that. I sent a friend request, but I didn't see a place to post on his page. So I don't know if you have to be friends to do that, or maybe you know more than I do, Charles. But yeah, eventually he will get it. I think he's probably not in a place to be watching, or you know, maybe he's not in a place where he can get Facebook right now. I don't know. But I know he's missed. So, and it would be the same with any of you guys. Any of you guys go AWOL, I'm going to try to track you down, because I love all you guys. Okay, Charles says yes, you have to be friends. So I did send a friend request, but I don't think he's in a place where he can get on Facebook, and you know, so I don't know. I don't have any idea how serious it was. I would think for him to be out for 2 weeks, it's more on the serious side. But until we know, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to say anything. So just keep him in your prayers, and I hope everybody has a fantastic week. And I will be doing some live streams from remote locations. Tomorrow night we're going to go see a movie. My grandson's never been to a movie, so we're going to go do that. And then coming up in May, I won't be home very much. I'm going to Las Vegas for 2 Fridays, and I will try to stream from somewhere the Thursday before I leave, and then the Thursday that I'm there, I will have to do a hotspot for my phone. because the the lady I'm going to visit does not have internet. So, and then in May we're also probably going to Dinosaur World. So, yeah, it's gonna be a busy summer because this is his last summer before he starts school. So I'm gonna take advantage of every day I can with him. So Charles says, I think he is in my friends list. Good. Then could you please send him a message and let him know that we are thinking of him and praying for him and praying for a speedy recovery. I would appreciate that very much. So you guys have a great week, and I will see you next Thursday. And may have a few new bags coming in, hopefully, if they ever get here. I know China is far off, but it's been 2 weeks already. So I'm getting a little bit impatient. But anyway, you guys have a fantastic week, and I will see you guys next Thursday. Love you all. Good night, everybody.